What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm D.Knight, and it's time to spend some money.
Cause it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Yeah, it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Can't stop my hustle. No, you can't stop my shine. I ain't come to make no friends. I just came to get what's mine.
Welcome back to the Barons franchise. So I've actually never done an off-season in NBA2K ever. So this is all kind of new to me, but what we're going to be doing this episode is getting through the entire off-season. We're going to do the draft. Hopefully we're able to grab some guys in free agency. We'll have to see. I don't really understand what the mid-level exception is, which is bad, but I'm going to do a little bit of research as well. But first we have the staff signing. Now, the one area that I kind of wanted to look a little bit more at was the trainer, because I kind of felt like they were just not getting back in time. But we have one more year. I don't want to shake up this staff too bad, but we do have an opening for a head scout and assistant GM. So for head scout, I do think that I'm going to actually go after Gooding here. I want somebody that can build from within. He has A scouting, A potential. Let's see how much he's wanting. His interest is huge on us. 4 years, 226. I think we will make that offer immediately. It will inform me in a few days. So I like that. Assistant GM. I don't really know what I'm looking at here. So let's see. Contracts, trading, and potential. Well, I love potential. And we have one here, Nathan Masters, B- in contracts. I'm not too worried about the trading. So that's decent. Daniel Davis, he does terrible in trading. That's not any good. Owen Taylor is actually not bad, C+ in contracts. So we have a whole lot of interesting things to happen here. Who's the kind of top guy here? Michael Williams, contracts, trading. Again, I'm not really too worried about the trading. Kind of more worried about the contracts. I think we're going to go after Owen Masters here. He's got good interest too. Everybody kind of wants to come to the Barons all of a sudden, don't they? I like it. Alright, let's get through a day of this, if I even know how to. Let's advance. And pending offers, we got Owen Masters and Cuba Gooding. Is that Cuba Gooding Jr.? Not quite. Alright, tentative. Ooh, Gooding's got 14 offers. Hopefully he's able to sign with us. Still looks like they are both on the table right now. So I do like that. Let's go another day. And Gooding actually rejected us. He is now with the Timberwolves. But we do have Owen Masters, so we still have to go after a head scout. Ooh, and now we're dropping to B+. And Connor Lee has 3 offers here. Blunt has a little bit of more potential with his B. And he's actually got no offers. So I think we're going to go after Dion Blunt here. And he is not interested at all. Ooh. Dang, man. It's like that. Alright. Let's go after Connor Lee. He's interested. I'm going to boost it just a little bit so we can possibly make a very good offer. Let's see. And Connor Lee is part of our team as a head scout. 4 year, 200K. Oh, whoops. I could actually decline on him if I wanted to. So we got a little bit better in the front. And Ronnie Freeman's on his last deal. I'm not sure if he's what we're going to be looking at. Our head coach, even though he doesn't really have much going on, he did well with a gritty team, so I kind of like that. And then our trainer, I kind of want to get a little bit better. But we're going to continue to advance all the way through. So we ended up catching up on scouting, the draft combine, pre-draft workouts. Nobody really stood above in my mind from where they're already ranked. So it is time to jump into the NBA draft. Let's do it. Thanks, Adam Silver. We are welcome. So the Grizzlies are number 1. Who are they going to take? They're going to take Anthony Edwards out of Georgia, 6'6" shooting guard. Not too shabby. And now we have the Hornets. They're going to take shooting guard Scotty Lewis out of Florida. Hey, not bad, not bad. RJ Hampton, I kind of thought he was going to be first, but he is going to be a Knick. That's a real good spot for them. I'll take that. And the Wizards are going to take LaMelo Ball. Okay. Kind of thought that they were going to go center. James Wiseman is still on the board. That's pretty intense. Now, the Mavericks. Who are they going to be taking? They're going to take Wiseman. There he is. I think he was the best prospect in there. That is interesting that he went 5th. Bulls now. Let's see who they grab. Denny I don't know how to say that. Avdija. Okay. From Israel, not bad. The Cavs will take Theo Maledon. Okay. Point guard out of France. Oklahoma City Thunder are going to take... Oh, they have traded. Oh, okay. They traded away Chris Paul for Anthony Edwards and Grayson Allen from Memphis. Wow. Okay. That's a pretty big trade there. And now the Grizzlies are back on the clock. They are going to take Isaiah Stewart out of Washington. Okay. The Suns are going to take Cole Anthony, point guard out of North Carolina. The Heat are going to take Ayo Dosunmu, point guard from Illinois. I know I butchered his name. Thunder are going to take Nafali Dante, center from Oregon. The Pelicans are going to take Tyrese Maxey, point guard out of Kentucky. The Kings will take Vernon Carey Jr., the center out of Duke. I think that guy is going to be something special. The Raptors are going to take Tyrese Halliburton, the point guard from Iowa State. The Trailblazers are going to take Isaiah Mobley, the power forward from USC. I did scout him up pretty good. Kind of surprised he fell this far. The Magic are going to take Nico Mannion, the point guard out of Arizona. He was on my draft board, so good for them. The Pelicans traded their pick over to the Suns. So there is a lottery protected, and Frank Kaminsky is now a Pelican. So the Suns will take that pick and take Jaden McDaniels, the power forward out of Washington. Another guy that was on my draft board, but I didn't think would be falling to us. The Sonics are going to take Jeremiah Robinson Earl, the power forward out of Villanova. Again, another guy on my draft board. Didn't think he was going to fall to us either. Okay. The Bucks are going to take Josh Green, the shooting guard out of Arizona. The Celtics take Amar Silla, the power forward from Senegal. He was also on my board, but didn't think I was going to get him either. The Spurs are going to take Killian Hayes, the point guard out of France. We just have 2 picks left. The guy that I was thinking I was probably going to get is still on the board, so we'll have to see if he falls this far. The Timberwolves will pick Jalen Smith, the power forward out of Maryland, and that was the guy I was going to try to get. I tell you, my drafting has been just rough. With nobody on my board, we did end up making a trade. We got our man Jalen Smith as we sent Seth Curry and our first round pick to the Timberwolves. So that was a huge trade for us. That's who we wanted the entire time. They got picked 1 before, so we gave them kind of a big draft, or gave him another go-to draft guy, and we got a lot of salary off the books, which Seth Curry played very well for us, but his contract was just too much for a backup. Jumping back into the draft, the T-Wolves will take that selection and pick Johnny Juzang, the shooting guard out of Kentucky. The Grizzlies will take Precious Achiuwa, the small forward out of Memphis. The Atlanta Hawks pick Tyrone Strickland, the center out of Temple. The Celtics will take Trendon Watford, the small forward out of LSU. The Pistons will take Ochai Agbaji, the shooting guard from Kansas. The Nets will trade their first round pick for Ersan Ilyasova and Robin Lopez and a first round. So interesting moves there by the Nets and Nuggets. See who the Nuggets are going to pick now. They will take Khalil Whitney, the small forward out of Kentucky. The Wizards are going to take Charles Bassey, the center from Western Kentucky. The Rockets are going to select Samuel Williamson, the small forward from Louisville. The Nuggets are going to take Reggie Perry, the power forward out of Mississippi State. The Lakers will take Felix Mendez, the point guard from Argentina. With the first round over, we are just going to sim to my pick and see who's still available here. We have the 54th pick. Kinda hurts to be so successful, and I did want to look at point guard. And tell you the truth, Lionel Howe was at the top for a lot of things. Can't really see his potential here. But I think he's going to be the guy that we are going to grab, even though he is pretty much at the bottom of the list. But that's the guy I want, Lionel Howe. Point guard, 5'11", out of LSU. Let's see what Lang Whitaker's got to say. Ability to hit the NBA 3 was put on display. This looks to be a great fit for the Barons based on their needs department. Perfect. That marks the end of the first round. I think you're a little bit late there, Silver. And now it is time to sim to the end. Thank you, Mark Tatum, for letting us know that that is going to conclude it. I'm not too worried about the second round, guys, but a little draft summary. So number 1 overall went to Anthony Edwards. RJ Hampton is a Knick. LaMelo Ball is a Wizard. James Wiseman is a center. And even though, where is it at? The T-Wolves drafted Jalen Smith, we got him thanks to a trade, which then they took Johnny Juzang. And then in our second round pick, we decided to take, where am I? I'm lost here. Lionel Howe, who possibly could end up being in the G League. We'll have to see what his overall really is. Oh, it's 69, 23 years old. I mean, he could probably progress down there. So now it is rookie signing time. We already know that we are going to take Jalen Smith, which is perfect, exactly what we needed. And we are going to sign Lionel Howe as well, even though our cap room is saying that we have pretty much nothing. So team and player options is next. So Monk, I think we are going to accept that option. Azania has declined his. Porter actually accepted his option. Interesting move, because he was very unhappy with us. We'll have to see how that pans out. So now it is time for qualifying offers. DeAndre Bembry, I think we are going to actually reject. Jordan Bell, I have my power forwards that I want, so I think we are going to reject him as well, which isn't the best because he actually really liked playing here and I actually loved him. But with Kabengele and now Jalen Smith, not too big of a deal. And now we jump into probably the most fun part of any sports game, the free agency market. So let's see exactly who we have on here. Anthony Davis, holy crap. DeMar DeRozan, Pascal Siakam, Andre Drummond. So Siakam is restricted, Buddy Hield. Okay, well let's take a look at point guards, because point guards is exactly what we're looking for. Goran Dragic is one, 11.7. Fred VanVleet. DeJounte Murray, who's actually young, but he's restricted. Teague, Chris Dunn, Emmanuel Mudiay. A couple guys that are actually better than what we have currently. Small forward is going to be an offer that I was thinking I was going to have to make. There's not really anybody here that stands out exactly. I mean, Andre Iguodala, I love him to death, but he's pretty old now. Zanya, who declined his option because of Otto Porter being in the way. And nobody else really standing out to me. I think we actually want to try some trades. So let me see how the trade is going to be working. So first order of businesses, we are going to make a trade. Otto Porter really rubbed me the wrong way in the playoffs. He just did not show up. I was really actually thinking he was going to decline the option, but he didn't. I don't want to pay him $30 million a year. So we're actually going to trade him to Oklahoma City for gilgeous-alexander and a first-round draft pick, which, to tell you the truth, is super solid. Jonah Bolden was added in there because I have too many power forwards at this time anyway, thanks to getting Jalen Smith. With now our need at small forward, we are going to offer a contract to Brandon Ingram. He is restricted, however, and he's very, very loyal. But I think we're going to try to give him just as good offer here. Kind of like his skill set, he's got decent potential. I think he could be somebody that can fill in for Otto Porter pretty easily. So after day one, Brandon Ingram will agree to our deal. So our small forward actually got a boost after trading Otto Porter, and actually he's actually a little bit cheaper. So I'll take that all day. But the Pelicans have decided to match the offer sheet. Obviously they have that right. With Ingram taking the deal from the Pelicans, we are going to go after Michael Porter Jr. He's asking for almost $30 million a year. I'm going to kind of hold him up to a $23 million ish. But we gotta get somebody. He's got great potential. He's just got a little bit of an injury history, so we're gonna offer that to him. He declined it immediately. Fantastic. But I think we are also gonna offer to our man Mario Hezonja, which he just wants just $7 million. I think we could do that. We're gonna actually do a team option here for him, just in case we get somebody else. We are gonna re-up on Michael Porter Jr. since we have one left for today. Let's see if he will take a little bit lower. He's declined it again. Now he is mad. So now we're gonna have to look for another small forward. So Hezonja has agreed to the deal. I'm not sure if I want him to be my small forward of the future, but we will have to see. I still kind of want to go after a small forward here in day 3. So we are going to reach out to Michael Porter once again. This time we're actually going to keep it exactly where he wants it. We'll offer it to him. He didn't decline it right away, so that's a plus. So with us offering Hezonja a new contract, Radians Karuk is actually kind of the odd man out, and I don't want to see him kind of sitting on the bench and getting mad. So I think we're going to do this trade. We got Karuks and TJ McConnell for Mikal Bridges, a shooting guard, which we do not have a backup, and a first round pick that is unprotected. Let's get it. So now that free agency is over, we still probably need a point guard, a backup point guard at all. Welcome to the first day of free agency. Players who came to verbal agreements with the teams during the moratorium period have now officially signed their contracts. You are free to make offers to the remaining free agents by using your cap space and any MLE space available, which we do not have. We have a ton of cap room, 24 mil per se. So we kind of want to look for a backup point guard. Looks like Goran Dragic is there. The guy that I actually was thinking about starting, Fred VanVleet, and DeJounte Murray's still there, but he's restricted. So really, backup point guard. Do we kind of want to go into having a very good point guard? Not exactly sure. Or do we want to have somebody that can kind of develop and play? I don't really see anybody Maybe Tyus Jones, because he is kind of young, 7.2. Alex Caruso. Frank Jackson, but they're kind of getting a little bit low now. So for the backup point guard position, we are still going to go after Fred VanVleet. I kind of was thinking of giving him an offer to start, but now that we have our starting point guard, he's going to get an offer for the backup position. We are going to give an offer here as well to Donnell Williamson. He has really good potential. He's low overall, 24 years old. I might end up putting him in the G League at the beginning. We are also going to offer Dane Tiggs. Again, real good potential, 24-year-old. Still has a while to kind of get his overall up. So the first day we did not have anybody accept their offers. Christian Wood and Jordan Bell are still have our cap hold, but we are not bringing them back. VanVleet is mulling offers as well as Williamson and Tiggs. And I don't know about a qualifying offer for Jordan Bell. I don't remember doing any of that. There we go. Renounce rights. That's what you need to do. We are also going to offer a league minimum to AC Baylor. Again, another guy with high potential but a low overall. And I might want to actually start finding people to keep on my roster instead of sending to the D League or the G League. We are also going to offer a contract to Duncan Robinson to kind of be that 11th guy on the roster, since I'm pretty much split up to having a starter and a backup. And just want to make sure that we have just one more. He's a small forward, power forward mix. So we'll offer it to him. He declined it immediately. We are going to try again. Maybe just that 1 year is what he's looking for. He didn't decline it right away, so we'll have to see what happens. And now at the end of day 2, Jordan Bell is receiving an offer from the Lakers that we are not going to match. And Dane Tiggs and Duncan Robinson have signed. Fred VanVleet, Williamson, and Baylor are still mulling their options. After day 3, VanVleet will sign to be our backup. Donnell Williamson will also sign an AC Baylor. So that pretty much spends us for the free agency period. So now it's time to look at player progression. I'm not sure exactly what this is kind of gonna look like, but I'm kind of excited to see what it's all about. Let's go in. So, allows you to see how players' ratings have changed the following season. Okay, fine then. See if I care. So Adams has gone up to an 84. Shea went up 4 to an 83. Love it. Michael Porter is at an 80. Mikal Bridges, 79. Monk somehow only got 3. He's at a 78. Looney's at a 78. Hazanya at a 77. VanVleet actually went down. He's a 77. To tell you the truth, he's going to get a lot of playing time. Jalen Smith, we know, is a 76. Kevin Gilly went up 3 to 75. Robinson went up 3 to 70. Lionel Hall is a 69. And then there's probably our G League team down there at the bottom. So now we're going to take a look into Summer League. I'm just going to fill this out automatically and see exactly what happens. So this is pretty exciting. So we are just going to sim through the Summer League. I'm not too worried about the younger guys. Kind of looks like our team is dominating though. Oh, we lost to the Spurs there. Where do we end up? Oh, they are tiny little icons. We ended up being the 6th seed out of all that. Okay, not bad. Let's continue to sim all the way through. Alright, we get to the 2nd round. We get to the 3rd round. We get to the 4th round. And we are Summer League champs. That's what I'm talking about. We won something, guys. We finally won something. All-Star City selection. What is this? Looks like it is going to New Orleans. Good for them. They get their big man. Now they get an all-star game. I like it. We are going to download the draft class here. So now we are heading to the 2K Hoops Summit, which puts those prospects in there. We are just going to sim through this game. Can we take a look at the box score? We can. So the guy who led the USA is Jalen Green, 18-year-old from USC, A- overall, position rank 1, draft rank 4. And then Cade Cunningham, the 18-year-old from OK State, and he's kind of the #1 guy, period. Interesting. And for the world, it's going to be Ibu Adianko Baji, the 17-year-old from Senegal, who is around the later first round, which is probably where we're going to be drafting. And Jonathan Kuminga here, who is A-, and he's about 4th. He's actually from Duke. Okay. So training camps is next, and this is where we can send everybody to their thing. But I can tell you that untapped potential is going to be your best one. And I think we are going to put it into Jalen Smith immediately. Boom, he is now an A. I like that. Who else is going to get my untapped potential? I do not have any training camps left. We only have one. Hey, that is ugly. And now we are going to advance to the next season. Oh, how exciting. Our off season was, I tell you the truth, I think it was very, very solid. I think we improved in every area. We kept everybody happy, and that's pretty much where the new season is going to be starting. So we are going to end up sending Lionel Howell and AC Baylor to the G League to get them a little bit more experience. We do still have Dane Tiggs and Donnell Williamson on the roster. So that's not too bad, but you can only send 2. I didn't know that. It is what it is. I have no problems. But when we come back, we will do a team preview, and then we will jump into our first game against the San Antonio Spurs. How exciting. Thanks again for watching, and as always, stay frosty, and I'll see you in the next episode. D.Knight, out.
They thought it was a game till I came back with that win overtime.